Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I share my recipe on how to make Nigerian buns, and I guarantee that this is the best you've ever had. It's both crunchy and very soft inside. I hope you enjoy watching. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. I'll be adding all my dry ingredients into this mixing bowl. I'm using all-purpose flour for this, but feel free to use any flour of choice. I'll be adding about 3 cups of all-purpose flour into my mixing bowl. I sifted the flour off camera. Always ensure that you sift your flour. This step is very important to prevent getting unwanted particles into your mixture. I added half a tablespoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. For flavor, I'll be going in with nutmeg, which is my favorite, but there are other options to choose from. You can use cinnamon or vanilla. You can also enjoy your buns plain without adding any flavor at all. I grated about 1 teaspoon of nutmeg into the dry ingredients, and I use my spatula to mix that properly. I use nutmeg a lot for most of my recipes, so I can accurately eyeball the measurement of 1 teaspoon, which is what I used in this video. Into a different bowl, I went in with 2 tablespoons of melted margarine. You can either use margarine or butter for this. To that, I added 1/3 cup, 1/3 cup of white sugar. You can either use white or brown sugar. The reason I didn't add the sugar into the dry ingredients is because I wanted to melt it a little bit. I didn't want to overmix my buns batter. After about 3 minutes of mixing, I went in with 1 fresh egg. And then I added a cup of yogurt. You can always use milk in place of yogurt. Yogurt is just my preference. I make yogurt, so I love including it into my recipes. And also, if you make your buns or your puff puff with yogurt, the inner part is always very soft and fluffy. And I like that for my buns. So after adding a cup of yogurt into the wet ingredients, I proceeded to mix it until everything was properly combined. And then I transferred it into the dry ingredients. I'll be adding water to this mixture a little at a time because I don't want to end up with a runny batter. And I'll be starting with 1 cup. I used a total of 1.5 cup to mix this batter. One good thing about mixing buns is that it doesn't have to be so smooth. I kept mixing until I achieved my desired consistency and texture, which is a batter that is not really smooth and it's not runny, just something in between, somewhat sticky but not runny. I have lots of buns and puff puff recipes on the channel, so you can go through my channel to check out other recipes. You can never go wrong with my buns or puff puff recipe. So go through my channel, check out other recipe videos and choose the one that best suits you. And then recreate, send me pictures on Instagram or Facebook. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much for staying with me up to this moment. It means a lot to me. I'm truly grateful to have you here. And it also shows that you're enjoying the recipe. Please take a moment to hit on the like button if you haven't done that already. Thank you. This is the final result after mixing, and it's time to fry the buns. I added enough vegetable oil into my pot and I allowed it to heat up. The best way to fry and enjoy the perfect buns is if you deep fry it. I always say this in most of my buns and puff puff videos. The OGs on this channel already know. I dropped a small batter into the oil to check if it was hot enough, and this is expected to float back up in about 10 seconds, after which I proceeded to mold and drop my buns. Once you started dropping your buns into the hot oil, the next step is to regulate the heat. Always try to fry on a medium to low heat because you wouldn't want to end up in a situation where the outer part of the buns is overly cooked and very dry while the inner part remains undercooked. So always maintain low to medium heat when frying buns or puff puff. Now you keep frying and flipping it over until you achieve your desired color. This should take about 5 to 7 minutes. So once the first batch is ready, I scooped them out and dropped them on a paper towel to help soak up excess oil before proceeding to introduce the second batch into the hot oil. I'll repeat the same process until I exhaust all my batter. Here's a big shout out to all my amazing and returning subscribers. You all are the absolute best. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the beautiful comments you leave me after watching. I'm truly grateful, and you all hold a special place in my heart. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time today, hello, a warm welcome to you. My name is Oge, a Nigerian YouTuber based in Abuja, Nigeria. This is the place to be. I hope you're enjoying the recipe so far. Please take a moment to hit on the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Turn on notification bell to be notified of new videos. You get value for your time, I promise you that. I am also present on other social media platforms. You can check out my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages. The name to search for is Oge_Anyoko on Instagram and Oge Anyoko on Facebook and on TikTok. Please watch my videos, follow me, like, share, and leave me beautiful comments in the comment section. Thank you. You can also check out my YouTube shorts. I have lots of delicious recipes that are a minute long or less on all these other platforms, and I'm sure you enjoy watching them, so please do well to check them out. This is the last batch of buns, and guys, see how it looks. It looks super good. So I'm going to open this up and then show you what it looks like inside. I promised you that this recipe makes the perfect buns, and this is how we find out. Can you see how soft and fluffy it looks on the inside? This is it, guys. We've come to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like, share, and leave me your comments in the comment section. Thank you for stopping by, and I would love to see you all on my next one. Bye.